Welcome. I'm so glad that you can join me here today. My name is Reverend Maria Arvanitides, and this is an excerpt from The Sovereign Light, a course in metaphysical spirituality. My novel that consists of 852 pages. And today we will be discussing lesson 119 from pages 386, 87, and 88. 3 pages. And today, as you can see in the background, I'm somewhere between Mississauga and Oakville. And what has brought me here was a piece from my computer that I need to get an extension so that I can connect it to my TV screen and watch Netflix or what have you. And from the location that I was at, this was Canadian Computers and Electronics, said, "Oh yeah, there's a location at Vernon Thorpe and Mavis. Go there, they have like 6 of them." And I said, "Yeah, I've been there before. I've had that experience before with Walmart trying to get an oil filter. Spent my whole day, 5 different locations driving around. They all kept saying they have and they never did, and then Canadian Tire had." And I thought, maybe I could do that with Best Buy. And I thought, you know what, just let it go. When I arrived there, they were giving me such a panic, and they were just in a really bad state of being. And automatically, they didn't have it. And they wasted a whole hour trying to find it and then wanting to throw me out and all these things. And I thought, you know what? And the only reason I took so long was because they said, "Yeah, we're getting the manager." I said, "Yeah, get the manager. I thought you were the manager." So to make a long story short, I found myself here. And, you know, that can be just dismissed altogether. I'm still enjoying the sunset, as you can see here. Just very beautiful. And people are at the beach having such a good time. And now, whatever it was, your story that brought you here with interest, to take some time out from all the background noise or people that might want to entangle or engage or stick to you, or as what was her name now? Dolores Cannon was, if you ever want to look her up, to do with background people. And it's up to us whether we want to engage with those reflections and lose our focus and, or empower ourselves with our own intention to what it is we need to do, and set forth this, taking a few deep breaths in and out. And you can hear the waves crashing on the shore line and these rocks here. And let this be something that can calm us down and help us to find our center and a comfortable position, place that you can find, or let it find you, and just ground. Ground to your surroundings. Let them sink in to that inner place that peace can envelop all around. breathe out. Learn to see the unity of all creation, and from within, where the Creator dwells. The lesson for today is to become aware of the body's senses, to what might or might not make for any sense to the self, and in the uniting with Creator. My being is one and the same with Creator presence. You can opt to have your eyes closed during this repetition and follow right along, or say it with me. Take a few deep breaths in and anchor. Take a few deep breaths in through your heart and anchor. Shall we begin? Sounds good. My being is one and the same with Creator presence. My being is one and the same with Creator presence. My being is one and the same with Creator presence. My being is one and the same with Creator presence. From the oneness to the breaking down of everything and back into the nothingness, to be the bridge of having one foot in the grave and the other in the living, is the self that would be you and that holds these worlds together. All civilizations have started out from dust particles and from this foreign concept as bacteria. They invaded and organized into separations and held in by boundaries to become cells. And just breathe that in for a moment. And all these things that we discussed before, the neutrinos, these from the dust particles of stars and galaxies, we are made of. Some would even say star seeds. All these things that Mana carried and with photonic light breathed into this membrane that we call a soul. As more and more boundaries were created, a highway burst. And this is what I was discussing before in the MEMS. What is the difference between implosion and explosion? And one particular person got it. I'm like, wow, and the only one who responded. And so, as more and more of these boundaries were created, a highway burst of information, and from the soul to DNA back and forth began to circulate as blood. The galaxy is filled with shooting stars of light. As mentioned previously in lesson 111, such is the photonic belt of light, mixed with nutrients of bacteria. Love to break down and reorganize, they do. That the earth loves. And from this breakdown of the soil, the wealth of mana, trophy for the prana, the infinite divine presence. Take advantage of the consistency to motivate and even resisting to learn it. This information that is given right here and now can then become a benefit. So breathe that in for a moment. Sometimes it could be just a little too overwhelming to take it all in. Firm structure helps to impose the heavily against relearning with a shorter and more frequent schedule. The first few minutes from each hour must be then to devote to this idea, because the frequent short applications are easier and in its discipline to train with. Frequent reminders and regular attempts can form a habit and of using the idea as an automatic response, and when needed, structure. It's very, very short, just a few words throughout the day as a reminder. My being is one and the same with Creator Presence. My being is one and the same with Creator Presence. Higher self, your higher self included, does not delay in its teaching. Rather, it is the brain's inability and to tolerate different perspectives. The holdup is only by the unwillingness of the mind to allow the flow of existence to move through. Do not defend illusions further by giving power to the weakness, because by tolerating it will delay the process. The process in expansion is to learn from the unwanted and become stronger. When perceiving outcomes as unwanted, there are no mistakes, just preferences. There are no errors, just preferences of awareness from them. The many attempts to keep the self unaware of its oneness perspective to Creator God being. So practice this, and to reassure the mind with all certainty, the following affirmations can be improvised, modified to resonate in a prayer-like fashion. My being is one in the same with Creator Presence. I am at one with every aspect of creation. I have unlimited connection to this power and peace. And so this supports the affirmation for today. Can you think of any more? And so let's repeat this one more time. My being is one in the same with Creator Presence. I am at one with every aspect of creation. I have unlimited connection to this power and peace. With eyes closed, let these statements sink in and the meaning of their words into the mind to absorb deeply. Take a few deep breaths in. Then focus on the following activation. Back the statement. My being is one in the same with Creator Presence. I am Creator being within self. I am Creator being within myself. My being is one in the same with Creator Presence. I am at one with every aspect of creation. I have unlimited connection to this power and peace. So beautiful. It's so beautiful. Everything around us. My being is one in the same with Creator Presence. And repeat this several times. My being is one in the same with Creator Presence. And feel the meaning of these words. United securely in joyous light and peace. Give the inner child permission to create, and by its awareness to the self as one goal, and of this oneness to all minds. Creation from the core, Creator, and to extend outward to the all that is perspective. As complete and whole, the self can shift and from the level of darkness by feeling light. And feeling lighter where the self and the world it has lifted with its perspective. A complete and whole. The self can shift and from the level of darkness by feeling lighter. The inner core can be resurrected with love and with the higher self from the bond of spiritual divine awareness and into the oneness of enlightenment as creator being. For every practice, the voice of hope will raise to yet another and another until the world can be lifted, and by this state of being to catch the perception where otherwise it would not. To every stirring of the truth, and within each mind the self will encounter for the day to be replaced by the following peaceful affirmations. Your being and mine are united as one with Creator presence in this self. I respect you because of that I am, and all that is love connects us both as one. The purpose is for today to realize the truth of the self as one and with every aspect of creation, unlimited in its power and peace. And today's affirmation, I will repeat once more. My being is one in the same with Creator presence. And as you can slowly start to come around and blink your eyes open with a few deep breaths in. And out. My being is one and the same with Creator presence. My being is one and the same with Creator presence. And take that with you throughout the day as a perspective to filter through your reality and any doubts you might have. These other supporting affirmations and acknowledgments of the things and subjects that might arise in conflict. Your being and mine are united as one with Creator presence in the self. I respect you because of that I am, and all that is love connects us both as one. So obviously there's something to learn and integrate from that throughout the day. Find what is that? And see the difference that it makes throughout the day. Thank you so very much. And until next time, I really appreciate your presence here and now. Thank you for that 100% of your being is so, so valued.